Always remember, he who has conquered his enemies is not as courageous as the one who has conquered his desires. I will call the latter brave, where the greatest victory is over oneself. The aim of the wise is not to seek pleasure, but to avoid pain. A person who tries to be everyone's friend is, in truth, no real friend to anyone. Our problem is not that we aim too high in this, but that we aim too low and succeed. Doubt is the beginning of wisdom. The existence of many impossible things is itself part of the realm of possibility. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we actually know. The roots of education are bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Life becomes meaningful only when we struggle to achieve a goal. Courage is the first virtue that makes all other virtues possible. It is the mother of all virtues, because without it, you cannot consistently practice any other virtue. A foolish person speaks nothing worth hearing and takes offense at everything. The worst thing about slavery is that, in time, slaves begin to like it. Think like the wise, but speak like the common people. Where your talents, virtues, and capabilities meet a human need, that is where you'll find your purpose. A person of high ideals should care more for truth than for public opinion. Wisdom lies not only in knowledge, but in the ability to apply that knowledge practically. He who knows can teach. He who can teach truly knows. Goals inspire us, but good habits help us stay inspired. We truly learn to do something only by actually doing it. For example, people become builders by building, and musicians by playing instruments. In the same way, we become just by doing just acts, self-controlled by practicing discipline, and brave by doing brave deeds. It is not enough to know what to say. We must also know how to say it. Everyone values something more when they had to struggle to obtain it. For example, those who have earned money love it more than those who inherited it. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something. Becoming a friend is a quick process, but friendship is a fruit that ripens slowly. To educate the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. A teacher is more honorable than a parent, because while parents give life, teachers teach how to live it rightly. Happiness in work leads to excellence in work. Our character is shaped not by what we think about good and evil, but by the choices we make. No great person ever existed without touching madness or passion. Hope is a dream seen while awake. All human actions are driven by one or more of the following reasons: chance, nature, compulsion or necessity, habit, reason, passion, or intense desire. Respect your friend. Praise them behind their back. Help them when needed. It is a person's nature, not wealth, that makes them trustworthy and likable. The most important relationship we all have is with ourselves, and the most important journey is the journey of self-discovery. To know yourself, you must spend time with yourself. One should not fear solitude, for knowing oneself is the beginning of all wisdom. Democracy will be real when a poor person replaces a rich person as the ruler of a nation. The mother of revolution and crime is poverty. A person who thinks big is often simple and honest. To admire the beauty of a snowflake, you must endure the cold. Perfection is never a coincidence. It is always the result of a high aim, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It is choice, not chance, that determines your destiny. Be a free thinker. Don't believe everything you hear. Be critical and evaluate your beliefs. Criticism can be easily avoided by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. We are what we repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is not an act but a habit. And life is not just a sequence of events, it is a continuous process of self-definition. The weak are always obsessed with justice and equality. The strong don't concern themselves with either. Happiness is a quality of the soul, not the result of material circumstances. Before healing the body, one must heal the mind. Tyrants maintain power by instilling fear and distrust among people, using spies, dragging nations into foreign wars, silencing brave revolutionaries, suppressing the masses, and paralyzing their ability to act decisively. He who cannot be a good follower can never be a good leader. What you do is 95% the result of habit. You can achieve nothing in this world without courage. After honor, it is the greatest quality of the mind. Character is revealed through action. We learn nothing without pain. Humility is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. Today, ask yourself, can I open my heart a little more and extend my love not just to those who are easy to love, but also to those who need it most? Character is built through many actions, but it can be lost through just one. Nature creates nothing without purpose. He who conquers his fears is truly free. Fortune favors the brave. Life cannot be lived or understood all at once. Seek goodness. Create unity. Overlook disagreements. Anyone can get angry, that's easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right reason, and in the right way, that is not easy, and not everyone can do it. There are many ways to do wrong, but only one right way. That is why failure is easy and success is difficult. What is the essence of life? To serve others and to do good. Laughter is a physical exercise, invaluable to health. A person of noble thoughts doesn't take offense easily. It is not a sign of greatness to remember the small. It is a sign of greatness to forget them. A man who is content alone is either a beast or a god. The best political community is one governed by the middle class, and where they are the most numerous. Whatever is meant to happen, will happen, for the right person, at the right time, and for the best reason. Happiness is the fruit of virtue. Entrusting important matters to unqualified people is extremely harmful. The wicked obey out of fear, the good obey out of love. If you see a man approaching who clearly means to help you, run for your life. Remember pleasures as they leave, not as they arrive. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Perfection is an art acquired through training and practice. Freedom is born from discipline. Happiness lies in self-sufficiency. First, have a definite, clear, practical ideal, a goal. Second, have the necessary means to achieve that goal, wisdom, money, materials, and methods. Third, adjust all your means to that goal. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Your happiness depends only on you. Those who cannot face danger with courage become slaves to their attackers. Among all pleasures, the greatest is the joy of learning. When the middle class vanishes and the poor become too numerous, trouble begins, and the state soon perishes. The beauty of the soul shines where a person patiently endures one hardship after another, not because they do not feel the pain, but because they are of a higher and nobler nature. A society that loses its grip on the past is in danger, where it produces people who know nothing beyond the present, and who are unaware that life used to be different, and can be different again. In poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are the only reliable refuge. Believe that!